The internet is in absolute meltdown right now after a moment that nobody saw coming during a late-night live stream from Kai Cenat. What started as a normal stream with jokes, music reactions, and thousands of viewers quickly turned into one of the most explosive accusations the hip-hop world has heard this year. Because according to Kai himself, the entire story surrounding Drake and his mysterious upcoming project ICEMAN might be a complete lie. And when I say the chat exploded, I mean thousands of viewers were spamming messages so fast the screen looked like it was glitching. At first, people thought Kai was trolling because that's what he does. But then he leaned closer to the camera, lowered his voice, and said something that instantly sent shockwaves across social media. "You'll really think that album is real? Bro, you're being played." Within seconds, clips from the live stream started spreading everywhere. Twitter, TikTok, Instagram. Why even hip-hop blogs picking it up before the stream had even ended? Fans were shocked. Some thought Kai had inside information from someone in Drake's circle. Others believed he might have accidentally revealed something the industry didn't want people to know yet. But here's where things get even stranger. During the stream, Kai didn't just throw out a random opinion. He claimed he had seen something behind the scenes that made him question the entire ICEMAN rollout. According to him, and what fans think is a mysterious new Drake era might actually be something completely different. Something designed to manipulate the internet itself. Now the hip-hop world is divided. Some fans are defending Drake and calling Kai a clout chaser. Others believe the streamer may have accidentally exposed one of the biggest marketing secrets in modern rap. And the question everyone is asking right now is simple. Did Kai Cenat just reveal the truth about Drake's ICEMAN album? Or did he just start the biggest controversy of the year? The moment the clip from Kai Cenat's livestream began spreading online, the entire hip-hop community went into investigation mode. At first, it looked like another viral streaming moment, something chaotic, funny, and loud that would trend for a few hours before fading away. But the more people watched the full stream, the stranger it started to feel. Kai wasn't laughing the way he usually does when he trolls his audience. He looked serious. His tone changed, and when he mentioned Drake and the mysterious ICEMAN album, the room went completely quiet. Fans immediately began analyzing every second of the live stream. Thousands of viewers clipped the moment where Kai leaned toward the camera and said, "Hi, I'm telling y'all right now, the ICEMAN thing is not what you think it is." That sentence alone was enough to send the internet into chaos. Hip-hop pages reposted it within minutes. Reaction channels started breaking down the clip frame by frame. And suddenly the rollout surrounding Drake's rumored project became the most debated topic in music. To understand why Kai's words hit so hard, you have to look at the strange build-up that had already been happening around Drake's supposed ICEMAN era. For weeks, fans had been spotting cryptic clues scattered across the internet. There were icy-themed graphics appearing on Drake fan pages. Some people claimed they saw mysterious billboards in major cities with the word ICEMAN written in bold letters. Others believed Drake had been hinting at the project through subtle references in captions and photos. None of it had been officially confirmed, but the speculation had created massive hype. That's exactly why Kai's livestream moment felt so explosive. According to him, what fans thought was a mysterious album rollout might actually be something else entirely. During the stream, he said, "Bro, I saw something backstage at an event that made me realize y'all might be getting played." The chat immediately started spamming question marks. Thousands of viewers begged him to explain what he meant, but instead of revealing everything, Kai paused. He stared at the screen for a moment and shook his head. "I'm not trying to get in trouble," he said slowly, "but the ICEMAN thing, it's deeper than music." That comment alone sent fans into detective mode. Within hours, people were digging through old Drake interviews, screenshots, and rumors about secret marketing strategies used by major labels. Some fans believed Kai had accidentally exposed a massive industry tactic designed to build hype before a release. Others thought he might simply be misunderstanding something he overheard. Meanwhile, the reactions across social media became intense. fans were shocked. Drake supporters rushed to defend him, arguing that Kai was clearly joking or exaggerating something for entertainment. One user wrote, "Drake doesn't need fake marketing tricks. He's Drake." Another fan commented, "Kai just chasing attention. Don't fall for it." But not everyone dismissed the claims, as some viewers pointed out that Kai's tone during the stream seemed unusually serious. Unlike his typical over-the-top reactions, this moment felt almost cautious. He even told his chat at one point, "You'll think I'm trolling, but I promise you I'm not." The comments section exploded instantly. Viewers demanded more details. Some begged him to reveal exactly what he had seen behind the scenes. Others warned him that speaking too much about powerful figures in the industry could create problems. While fans argued online, hip-hop bloggers began contacting people who were reportedly present at the same event Kai had mentioned. According to one blogger, several insiders confirmed that Kai had attended a private industry gathering just days earlier where Drake's team was rumored to be discussing future plans. None of the sources provided clear details, but the confirmation that Kai had been near Drake's circle only fueled the speculation. Another surprising development happened when an old clip resurfaced from one of Kai's previous streams. In that video, recorded weeks earlier, Kai briefly mentioned hearing about something big coming from Drake later in the year. At the time, fans assumed he was simply referring to a new album. But after the ICEMAN controversy started, people began re-watching the clip with fresh eyes. Suddenly, the internet was full of theories. Some fans believed ICEMAN might not be a traditional album at all. Instead, they speculated it could be part of a larger media project, something involving film, streaming, or an interactive campaign. Others suggested the entire rollout might be an experiment designed to study how fans react to mysterious marketing strategies. The debate grew even louder when another moment from Kai's stream began circulating. In the clip, he responded to a viewer who asked directly if Drake was lying about ICEMAN. Kai paused again before answering carefully. "I'm not saying Drake lying," he said. "I'm saying the story behind it ain't what people think." That subtle distinction only made the situation more confusing. If Drake wasn't lying, what exactly was Kai trying to expose? The hip-hop community quickly became divided into two camps. One side believed Kai had genuine information about a secret marketing plan connected to Drake's upcoming project. The other side insisted that the streamer was simply misinterpreting something he heard and turning it into a bigger story for entertainment. Meanwhile, Drake himself remained completely silent. No tweets, no Instagram posts, no statements addressing the rumors. That silence only added fuel to the fire. Fans started interpreting every small detail from Drake's social media activity as a possible clue. When he posted a simple icy blue emoji on his Instagram story hours later, all the internet nearly exploded again. Some people claimed it was confirmation that ICEMAN was real. Others believed it was Drake mocking the rumors. By the end of the day, the entire music world was watching closely. What started as a chaotic moment during a live stream had turned into a full-blown mystery surrounding one of the biggest artists in the industry. And with Kai Cenat hinting that the truth behind ICEMAN was deeper than music, the question hanging over the entire situation became impossible to ignore. What exactly did he see behind the scenes? And why did it make him believe the story everyone else was celebrating might not be real? As the hours passed after Kai Cenat's shocking livestream moment, the internet didn't calm down. It only became louder. So what had started as a cryptic comment about Drake and the mysterious ICEMAN project quickly turned into a full-scale investigation across hip-hop culture. Fans weren't just arguing anymore. They were digging, analyzing, and connecting clues like detectives trying to solve a puzzle that suddenly felt much bigger than music. The biggest reason the theory began gaining traction was the strange rollout that had surrounded ICEMAN from the very beginning. Nothing about it had followed Drake's usual pattern. In the past, his album announcements were direct and clear. cover art, release dates, sometimes a single to build momentum. But this time, everything felt strangely hidden. Fans had been piecing together rumors from scattered hints instead of official confirmation. Some noticed icy-themed graphics appearing on random promotional screens in cities like Toronto and Los Angeles. Others claimed Drake's team had quietly registered trademarks connected to the ICEMAN name months earlier. Normally, these types of clues would excite fans, but now, because of Kai's livestream comment, those details started looking suspicious. During the stream, someone in the chat had asked him directly, "Bro, what did you actually see?" The room fell quiet again as Kai leaned forward in his chair. His expression shifted from playful to cautious. "All I'm gonna say," he replied slowly, "is the Iceman thing might not even be about music the way y'all think." The moment that sentence hit the stream, the chat exploded. Messages flooded the screen faster than anyone could read. Some viewers demanded proof, others begged him to explain. But Kai refused to go deeper, repeating that he had already said too much. That hesitation only made the situation feel more serious. Within hours, the hip-hop commentators began discussing a completely different possibility. What if ICEMAN wasn't a traditional album at all? Some insiders suggested the name might actually be connected to a larger entertainment project involving multiple forms of media. One podcast host claimed Drake had been quietly meeting with executives from streaming platforms over the past year. According to the host, the Iceman concept might be part of a bigger rollout involving music, visual storytelling, and even live digital experiences. Fans hearing these theories were stunned. The idea that Drake could be planning something bigger than an album seemed possible, but it also made Kai's comments even more mysterious. Meanwhile, the reactions from Drake supporters were intense. Loyal fans quickly started pushing back against the narrative that something suspicious was happening. One popular Drake fan account posted a long thread explaining why the Iceman rollout made perfect sense as a traditional album campaign. The post argued that Drake was simply experimenting with mysterious marketing techniques to build excitement. But critics weren't convinced. They pointed out that the silence from Drake's team was unusual. Normally, when rumors spiral this far out of control, someone from the artist's camp releases a short message to calm things down. Yet, in this case, there was nothing. No denial, no confirmation. That silence began to feel deliberate. Another twist appeared when a small but strange clip from Kai's stream started trending separately from the original moment. In this clip, Kai was responding to a viewer who joked that Drake might be trolling the entire industry. Kai laughed briefly before saying something that immediately grabbed attention. "You'll think it's trolling," he said. But what if it's an experiment?" The chat froze for a second before exploding again. An experiment? That single word ignited a completely new wave of speculation. Fans began theorizing that Iceman might be part of a social experiment about internet hype. Some suggested Drake could be testing how quickly rumors spread across social media without official confirmation. Others believed it might be a commentary on modern music culture itself. The more people discussed the theory, the stranger the situation felt. Several hip-hop bloggers began reviewing Drake's recent interviews and public appearances looking for clues. In one interview from earlier in the year, Drake had spoken about the way the internet shapes music conversations. At the time, his comments sounded philosophical, but now fans were replaying the clip with new curiosity. What if artists didn't have to announce things anymore? Drake had said during that interview. So what if the fans built the story themselves? That quote suddenly felt different. Some fans believed it supported the theory that Iceman might be a larger artistic concept rather than a straightforward album. Meanwhile, Kai Cenat found himself at the center of the storm. Clips from his stream had been viewed millions of times across platforms. Journalists began requesting interviews. Other streamers reacted to the controversy during their own broadcasts. Kai addressed the chaos directly. I addressed the chaos directly. I didn't plan for all this, he said while shaking his head. I was just speaking my mind. But when viewers asked him again whether Drake's ICEMAN album was fake, he didn't give a clear answer. Instead, he repeated the same mysterious phrase. It's not fake, he said slowly. It's just not what people think. That line instantly became a trending quote across hip-hop Twitter. Fans argued about its meaning for hours. Some interpreted it as confirmation that ICEMAN was still a music project, but connected to something bigger. Others believed Kai was hinting that the entire rollout might be staged performance art. While the internet debated non-stop, Drake remained completely silent. No tweets, no livestream responses, no posts addressing Kai's claims. The longer the silence lasted, the more dramatic the story became. Fans began analysing Drake's recent photos and captions as if they contained secret codes. One post showing Drake standing in front of a frozen lake sparked another wave of speculation. Some fans believed it was a hint about ICEMAN's theme. Others thought it was Drake subtly mocking the rumours. By the end of the second day, the hip-hop world felt divided into two completely different realities. One side believed Drake was simply preparing to drop another blockbuster album with a mysterious rollout. The other side believed Kai Cenat might have accidentally exposed something far more complex. And with millions of fans watching the drama unfold in real time, the question hanging over the entire industry was becoming impossible to ignore. Was ICEMAN really just an album? Or had Drake secretly created the most elaborate marketing experiment hip-hop had ever seen? As the debate surrounding Drake and the mysterious ICEMAN project continued growing, the internet reached a point where every tiny detail began to feel like a potential clue. Fans were no longer just discussing what Kai Cenat had said during his livestream. They were dissecting the entire timeline of events that led up to that moment. And the deeper people looked, the stranger the story seemed to become. One of the biggest developments came when a hip-hop insider posted a cryptic tweet that quickly gained attention. The message simply read, "People think ICEMAN is an album. That's the first mistake." Within minutes, the tweet was being shared across Twitter, TikTok, and Instagram. Fans immediately connected it to Kai's livestream comments, assuming the insider might be confirming that something unusual was happening behind the scenes. The reactions were intense. Supporters of Drake pushed back, arguing that anonymous insiders often spread rumors just to gain attention. But others believed the tweet was too perfectly timed to be coincidence. If ICEMAN wasn't an album, then what exactly was it? Meanwhile, the clip from Kai's stream kept gaining millions of views. New audiences who had never watched the original broadcast were now seeing the moment where he leaned toward the camera and said, "The ICEMAN thing is deeper than music." Every time that clip appeared on someone's timeline, the debate started all over again. Several popular streamers even invited Kai onto their shows to talk about the situation. During one conversation, he admitted that he hadn't expected the internet to react so strongly. "I just said what I felt," he explained. But now, everybody acting like I leaked government secrets. Even though he tried to laugh it off, viewers could tell that Kai was still being careful about what he said. See, whenever someone asked him directly whether Drake was misleading fans about the ICEMAN album, he paused before answering. That hesitation made people even more curious. At one point during the discussion, a fellow streamer asked him a blunt question. "Did you see something that proved the album doesn't exist?" Kai shook his head. "I didn't say that," he replied. "I'm just saying. Y'all think it's one thing. But the reality might be something completely different." Those words instantly reignited the controversy. Fans began searching for any possible explanation that could connect all the clues together. One theory suggested that ICEMAN might actually be the title of a documentary rather than an album. According to this idea, Drake could be preparing a film about his career, with the mysterious marketing campaign designed to blur the line between reality and storytelling. Another theory claimed ICEMAN might be part of a massive streaming event. Some fans believed Drake could be planning a live broadcast where music, visuals, and audience interaction would all merge into one giant experience. If that were true, the unusual secrecy around the project suddenly made more sense. But the most controversial theory of all came from a music blogger who claimed Drake might be intentionally letting the internet create its own narrative. According to the blogger, the ICEMAN rollout could be a commentary on how hype spreads through social media. Think about it, the blogger explained during a podcast. Nobody officially announced ICEMAN. The fans built the story themselves. Drake just sat back and watched. That idea fascinated people across the internet. If Drake really was letting fans create the narrative, then Kai's livestream might have accidentally disrupted the entire plan. And that's when the situation took another unexpected twist. During a late-night stream a few days after the original controversy, Kai finally addressed the topic again. His chat was already filled with thousands of messages demanding answers about ICEMAN. Instead of ignoring them, he decided to talk about it directly. "You'll really want the truth?" he asked the viewers. The chat immediately exploded with yes messages. Kai leaned closer to the microphone and spoke slowly. "The reason I said something about ICEMAN is because when I heard about it backstage, it sounded way bigger than an album." That statement sent the chat into chaos. Viewers demanded more details. Some begged him to explain exactly what he meant by bigger. But once again, Kai stopped himself before revealing too much. "I'm not trying to ruin nobody's rollout," he said. That's all I'm going to say." The phrase "ruin nobody's rollout" instantly became one of the most discussed lines in hip-hop conversations that week. Fans began debating whether Kai had just confirmed that Drake's team was orchestrating a carefully planned surprise. Meanwhile, Drake's silence continued. Every hour that passed without a response from Drake or his team made the mystery feel even larger. Some fans believed the silence meant Drake was letting the drama build intentionally. Others thought he might be waiting for the perfect moment to reveal the truth. Another strange moment occurred when Drake posted a photo on Instagram showing himself standing in front of a wall covered in icy patterns. The caption simply read, "Cold enough yet?" That single sentence sent social media into another frenzy. Some fans interpreted the post as Drake mocking the rumors about ICEMAN being fake. Others believed it was proof that the entire situation was part of the rollout. Even celebrities began reacting to the drama. Several rappers posted laughing emojis under blogs discussing the controversy. Others commented that the internet might be overthinking everything. Despite those reactions, the tensions surrounding the story refused to fade. Fans were now divided into three completely different groups. One group believed ICEMAN was a normal album and that Kai Cenat had simply misunderstood something. Yet another group believed Kai had accidentally exposed a secret marketing strategy. And a third group believed the entire situation might be a massive performance piece about the way hype spreads in the digital age. With millions of people debating the mystery and the biggest star in the story remaining silent, the question hanging over the entire industry became impossible to ignore. Had Kai Cenat just exposed the truth about Drake's ICEMAN project, or had he unknowingly become a character in a much bigger plan that the world still didn't fully understand? As the controversy surrounding Drake and the mysterious ICEMAN project continued spreading across the internet, the entire hip-hop world began feeling like it was watching a live mystery unfold in real time. What made the situation so fascinating was that nobody seemed to know exactly what the truth was. Not the fans. And Kai Cenat leaned toward his camera, and Kai Cenat leaned toward his camera and suggested that the story everyone believed might not actually be real. At first, the drama had felt like a simple internet debate, but as days passed, the tension around the ICEMAN rollout started affecting conversations across the entire music industry. Podcasts were discussing it. Our reaction channels were analysing every rumour, and even artists themselves were subtly referencing the mystery without directly addressing it. The phrase "ICEMAN truth" had begun trending repeatedly on social media, showing just how deeply the conversation had captured the public's attention. One of the most surprising developments happened when a music journalist released a video explaining a theory that quickly gained traction online. According to the journalist, the ICEMAN concept might actually be a multi-layered storytelling project rather than a traditional album rollout. The journalist explained that several companies connected to Drake had recently filed trademarks involving icy imagery and visual media categories, not just music recordings. If those filings were connected to the ICEMAN name, it suggested the project could involve film, interactive experiences, or something entirely new. Fans watching the video were stunned. The possibility that Drake was preparing something bigger than a standard album suddenly made Kai Cenat's comments feel even more significant. Maybe the streamer hadn't been accusing Drake of lying. Maybe he had simply glimpsed a larger plan that fans weren't supposed to understand yet. But not everyone agreed with that interpretation. Critics of the theory argued that people were reading too much into vague information. They pointed out that artists often trademark names connected to future projects long before those projects are revealed. According to them, the simplest explanation was still the most logical one. ICEMAN was probably just Drake's next album, and the mysterious rollout was simply designed to build excitement. Still, the tension continued growing. During another live stream, Kai addressed the controversy once again. Thousands of viewers flooded the chat asking the same question they had been asking for days. Was Drake lying about the ICEMAN album? Kai sighed before responding. "I never said Drake lied," he said carefully. "I said the story behind it ain't what people think." The chat immediately erupted again. Someone asked him directly, "So what is ICEMAN then?" Kai leaned back in his chair, thinking for a moment before answering. "That's something Drake gotta explain," he replied. His response only deepened the mystery. Meanwhile, fans were closely watching Drake's social media activity for any possible hint about what was really happening. Every post, every emoji, and every caption became a subject of intense discussion. When Drake shared a photo showing himself standing in front of a frozen lake with the caption, "Patience is a cold game," the internet reacted instantly. Some fans believed the message was confirmation that ICEMAN was still coming as a music project. Others believed Drake was subtly acknowledging the rumors while refusing to reveal the truth. Even celebrities began joining the conversation. Several artists posted laughing reactions under blog posts discussing the controversy. One rapper commented, "You're overthinking everything," while another wrote, "If Drake really trolling the whole internet, this might be legendary." The reactions only made the situation more dramatic. Behind the scenes, our insiders claimed the entire industry was watching the situation closely. If Drake really was experimenting with a new type of rollout strategy, it could change the way artists promote their projects in the future. The idea that fans themselves could generate massive hype simply by speculating about mysterious clues fascinated marketing experts as much as it fascinated music fans. Meanwhile, Kai Cenat found himself in a strange position. When what started as a spontaneous comment during a live stream had turned him into the center of one of the biggest hip-hop debates of the year. Some fans praised him for speaking honestly about what he believed. Others accused him of stirring unnecessary drama around Drake's project. During one stream, Kai addressed the criticism directly. "People think I'm trying to start problems," he said while reading messages from the chat. "But I'm just telling you all the vibe I got when I heard about ICEMAN." When a viewer asked whether he regretted bringing up the topic, Kai shook his head. "Nah," he replied, "because if the truth comes out later, you're all gonna remember who said something first." That statement added one more dramatic layer to the story. As days continued passing without any official explanation from Drake, the mystery surrounding ICEMAN only grew stronger. Fans were now convinced that something major was coming. Whether it was an album, a film, a digital event, or something nobody had predicted yet? The most fascinating part of the entire situation was how perfectly it captured the nature of modern internet culture. Millions of people were participating in a massive conversation fueled by curiosity, speculation, and the desire to uncover hidden meaning. Every theory, every rumor, and every cryptic clue added another piece to a puzzle that might not even have a clear answer yet. And with Drake remaining silent while the world debated his next move, the tensions surrounding the ICEMAN project reached a level that felt almost cinematic. Because now the entire music industry, and millions of fans watching from their phones, were waiting for the same moment. The moment when Drake finally decides to speak and reveal whether Kai Cenat really exposed the truth, or whether the entire internet had been chasing a mystery that was never meant to be solved so easily. As the mystery around Drake and the ICEMAN project continues to grow, one thing is clear: the entire internet is locked into this story. What started as a single moment during a live stream from Kai Cenat has turned into one of the most debated situations in hip-hop right now. Fans are shocked, theories are spreading everywhere, and emotions ran high across social media as people argue about what the truth really is. Some people believe Drake is simply preparing for another huge album and that the mysterious rollout is just clever marketing. Others think Kai might have accidentally exposed something much bigger behind the scenes. Maybe a secret project, a massive media rollout, or even a marketing experiment designed to make the entire internet talk. And then there are fans who believe the whole situation proves how powerful hype culture has become, where a few clues and one livestream comment can send the entire music world into chaos. What makes this situation even more fascinating is the silence. Drake hasn't confirmed anything. He hasn't denied anything. And every time he posts something cryptic online, the speculation only grows louder. That silence has left the hip-hop community divided, with fans debating non-stop about whether Kai Cenat really revealed something important, or if he simply misunderstood what he saw behind the scenes. But now, the biggest question goes to you. Do you think Drake's ICEMAN album is real? Did Kai Cenat actually expose the truth during that live stream? Or do you think this entire situation might be the most genius rollout Drake has ever created? Drop your thoughts in the comments because the debates around this story are getting crazy and the community is completely split right now. And if you want more wild rap news, shocking industry stories, and the kind of drama that has the internet arguing for days, make sure you like the video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you never miss the next update. Because trust me, the moment Drake finally reveals what ICEMAN really is, the entire internet is going to explode again.